Hello, everybody. It's Chad, Emily, and Bungie. It's August 31st. It's time for your pumpkin update. So, as you can see here, that vacation that I went on the 2 weeks while I was away, it cost me a puppy. And Emily has a new Boston Terrier puppy. What can you tell us about it?
Her name is Bungie. She's almost 8 weeks old and she's adorable.
And now we have another dog because that's just what we needed. Was on top of the chickens and the turkeys and the donkeys and the existing dogs we needed, and 2 children.
Look how cute she is. Look how cute she is.
She is pretty cute. Anywho, we're losing light, so let's get to it. I've been gone for 2 weeks, and while I was gone, we had one heck of a hailstorm. If I had the ability in this here one-shot take, I would put in a picture of it, but it looked like snow. It looked like we got like 6 inches of snow from the pictures that Emily sent. So like a lot of these plants are kind of shredded, and like you could see I don't know if you could see in the fainting light, there's a lot of holes in the fruit. Our field pumpkins are looking good. They're ripening. We got 3 big ones and just shredded leaves again. The hail really did a number on all of the outside plants, obviously. But yeah, it was good to go away. If you saw the updates, I was at trade show for a week, and then I was in BattleBots for the second week. BattleBots went well, is currently doing well, and yeah. So the garden, I'm not going to take you back there. It's doing really good. We're starting to have nights in the low 50s, so everything is reacting as such. Got a couple of bigger watermelons that seem to be doing well. And yeah, enough about that. Let's go check out the giant pumpkins. So we finally measured this guy right here. So we've been calling it Molar because we had a real ugly one a few years ago called Tooth. Molar is about 700 pounds. So if you remember, I ripped off all the secondary vines up to this. It's tried to pull itself off the main vine. I cut off the main vine. It has a crack in the stem. It's just the stem, doesn't go into the pumpkin. And it's still trucking along. That's the first time we've measured it, so I don't know, how much it's gained and what it's gaining and all of that stuff. I did have a few things I wanted to show you guys today, but it's really getting dark and it's not going to come through, so I'm just going to tell you. Basically, what I wanted to convey is old plant versus new plant. Kind of went over it last week, but you can see like right there, before the pumpkin, old plant, behind the pumpkin, new plant. That's really what is feeding the pumpkins at this stage of life, is a lot of that new growth. We'll go over there fast, real quick, like get you closer views of everything. I'm covering everything up at night now, so everything has packing blankets at nighttime, because like I said, it's getting into the 50s, so I'm turning off the fans at night, and turning off the wet wall, and just letting everything stay as warm as possible. This is the tomato bush. So this tomato plant, I'm not sure how many tomato plants are in here, but this dang tomato plant is probably like 20 feet by 15, something around there. It's huge. Beanbag is still growing. Emily has sent me videos. The stem is holding on by a thread. The main vine is just barely hanging on, but it's still growing. Measuring it today, it's over 1,000 pounds. Whether or not that's accurate in any way, shape, or form, I have no idea, because it's so hard to get a measure on it. Spider mites are still spidering. Really trying to get ahead of them. I've been spraying with a few different things, and it's not really seeming to have a whole lot of effect on them. But again, this in front of the pumpkin growth is a little ratty. I really could take these leaves off, and I should. Will I? Probably not, but I should. And then behind the pumpkin, that all looks like, you know, fresh growth. It looks amazing. So I'm really happy with that. So all that looks great. Knock on wood, no real significant powdery mildew, which is pretty awesome considering tomorrow is September. There is, you know, if you hunt for it, if I like look and I find leaves that are taken down, there is a little bit here and there, but none of any real large quantity. I'm sure there's some back in there where the vines are kind of on top of one another. So yeah, you know, I've been keeping up with the Eagle 20. So Bertha, Big Bertha, it's an awesome looking pumpkin. And Big Bertha is now the fastest growing pumpkin. Still doing in the teens. This one's still doing in the teens per day. And it's over 1,000 pounds, I'll tell you that much. If Emily was there, it looks big. Beanbag, already told you that one's over 1,000 pounds. And then Miss Juana back there is slowing down. I'm not sure, you know, Emily sent me a measurement on this while I was gone, and measuring this one with just one person is near impossible. So, you know, it measured at 20 pounds per day growth. I know that is not true, but it's still growing, so that's something. And then Miss Juana back there is slowing down. It's almost 10 pounds a day, but it's definitely slowing down, unfortunately. So, you know, not a state record unless it goes really, really heavy. Yet, unless maybe it grows, you know, 10 pounds a day for the next 30 days, and it'll be plus 300 pounds. Then we'd be somewhere. But yeah, Miss Juana's looking real good. Unfortunately, I do think that thump's light, but who knows? Who knows? I think that's about all I got for you. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, it's been one heck of a season. Learned a lot this season, and looking forward to next already. Some things that I want to change, less pumpkins, just a handful of things that I think will really improve that I learned this year. Hopefully you guys are learning in your triumphs and not so much triumphs. And yeah, actually I'm just thinking about how the heck am I going to get Molar out of there. That's going to be a pain. I wasn't expecting it to grow that big. Well, good problems to have, I suppose. So my way off, first way off is in 28 days, so that'll probably be Molar plus 7 days from that. So that's what, 35? So 35 days, Miss Juana, plus 7 more, so we'll call it 42. And then we'll just go ahead and say 50. So we still have 50 days left until this one goes to the way offs. The last one, which is 3/4 of the way through October. So, I mean, shoot, if this can keep on trucking along, then that would be pretty awesome. I wouldn't complain about that at all. And that's it, guys. Hopefully everything's going well. I'm about to run out of light. Got to cover up the pumpkins. Comment below if you have any questions at all. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Shoot, we bypassed 1,000 and we're almost to 1,500 this year. So hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and we'll talk to you next week. Hopefully not quite as late, and I'll have Emily stand next to him for scale, but she's real preoccupied with that new puppy, so she didn't want to hang out. Talk to you next week. Bye.